Well, wait for Blake to get over here.
I'm Blake.
And I'm Doug, and we're talking about our moose hunting trip that we're doing here in September. September 8th we head out. Hey, that's about 2 months exactly from today, I think. Anyways, today we're going to talk about our guns and fishing poles and our knives and fishing tackle that we're going to be using. This here is a gun I purchased for the trip. I shouldn't have. It was a dumb move, but I did. It's a good gun though. It's a Tikka 7mm Remington mag. So I can't say anything bad about the gun. I got a 3-9 on it. Yeah, maybe I don't. Maybe I got a 3-14, 4.5 to 14 scope. I should read that once in a while. Obviously, a new gun to me. I used to always shoot 7mm. It's all I ever shot back in my days, but that was a long time ago. I did a lot of shooting. I was really good with a rifle. We did all that archery hunting since about 25 or so, till I retired from hunting a few years ago, but now we're going again.
Yeah.
Blake's been going with me since he was, how old were you?
I was 5 when I started.
5 when he started. Now he's about ready to turn 16.
Yeah. This is a 308 Savage with a 4-power Bushnell scope, and I'll be using 150 grain Winchester ammo up there. Hopefully get a moose.
He's gonna get a moose. Smaller one than mine though. If it's bigger, I'm gonna run him off or shoot it before it gets to him. Blake always went with me archery hunting, like I was saying, and so he hasn't had any rifle experience. So we've been having to teach him on the rifles and got him started out, shooting off of forks and trees and things like that. But now I have him just standing, pulling up and shooting freehand. And paper plate size target, maybe a little smaller than that actually, is out 60, 70 yards, and it would have been kill a moose every shot. And I know that's not very far, but a moose target is going to be more like that big. But I won't let Blake take a shot that is not something well within his capabilities. And we're going to do a lot more shooting between now and then. Anyway, so we got that. Right now I want to talk about our knives for cleaning the animals and stuff. We have, I got a Benchmade knife here, and I have another Benchmade that's in my pocket. Not because I'm partial to Benchmade, because I'm not. The outfit where I buy my equipment from and supplies and things like that has a lot of Benchmades in there. A big supply of Benchmades, a variety. And I bought them, and then I got home and I looked at the price and I went, holy crud, man, I never would have did that. Yeah, I got them. I don't think they're any better than anything else I ever used, to be honest with you. The steel, they don't have a market on the steel. Everybody has the same steel, so they're selling it. You're buying a name on them. But I have them. I have a Havilon knife somewhere in here. Get talking about them too much. I got the Havilon knife in here with a bunch of blades. One pack here and another pack. I think I have either 16 or 20 extra blades, so that should be what we use on the animals. Probably the only thing we'll really use, other than maybe cutting through some hard stuff. Got a bone
We'll be
saw.
using this for the bone.
Yeah, this has always been. This is a little Stanley hand saw. It's what I've always had in my backpack's always been a go-to saw, a little hand saw. I bought a new one because it's lighter, and I hadn't. Well, I loaned my stuff out, and well, I didn't loan it out. I gave it away, and then it got blown out of the back of a truck. My backpack with the kill stuff in it all got blown. It blew out of the back of a truck and was destroyed, ran over by somebody, so I couldn't borrow it back. I got that, and then I got a little hatchet here, and weighs about 8-9 ounces. It's not very heavy. Maybe it weighs more than that, but it's less than a pound. It says China on it, so I'm thinking, well, it still isn't so good. So I tapped it on the flower pot, and that didn't work very good. It put a nick in it. So what I'm going to do is heat up this outer edge on it. Maybe I'll put some Play-Doh or something on the inside, but I'm going to heat up the outer edge and put it in oil and temper that outer edge, see if we can get a stronger thing. If we don't, it's no big deal. It's $17 making China knife or hatchet. So another thing we have, I don't know if I didn't talk about them. We got soft cases. So once we get to McGrath, the guns will go in the soft case. Our totes with our equipment and stuff will all be left in a secure area in the motel that we're staying in, Iditarod. I think it's called the Iditarod House Motel or something like that in McGrath. That's something else I want to talk about a little bit there. There's a Hotel McGrath, but they won't answer the phone. And a lot of people have trying to book with him, and maybe some people gave him money and they won't answer their phone and for months and things like that. And so I went with the Iditarod house, and Matthias, I believe, owns the Iditarod house. And anyways, real nice guy. Answered the phone, called right back. Didn't answer the phone first time, but called back within like 5 minutes. The other times he has answered the phone. Stuff will be stored securely that we don't take. This case, totes, whatever, clothing that we wear to and from. So anyway, there's that. Now the fishing poles and stuff, fishing gear, we're going to be a lot of pike. And I don't know if Blake will be able to handle a pike. You ever caught a big fish?
Salmon.
Salmon?
Bunch of salmon.
Lots of them, huh?
Lots of salmon.
He says he's caught some salmon.
I've been salmon fishing with him since I was like probably five or six.
First time he went, I think that we got like 8 or 9. His dad said I wrecked him. But I was out here in the Columbia River. Those were Chinook. It wasn't a typical day, but it was a good day.
We killed them.
I kind of catch fish. I take them out in the ocean too. We got a lot of fishing stories. Some of the best ones are, well, we can't talk about it. He don't like to talk about it. He gets seasick now, so he got to take a Dramamine. What do they call it? Dramamine? Sleep-a-dope? He has to take Dramamine. So he's going to like this up here. He ain't going to have to do nothing with his pike except for reach down and grab him by the mouth and bring him in, because they're slimy, and that's the only way you can get them out is grab them by the mouth. He hasn't seen their mouth yet, but
no, I've seen pike mouths.
So anyway, so on the fishing poles, I didn't have to buy fishing poles, but I was looking and I saw these backpack poles, and they break down. Here's one right here. Pole's about 7.5 foot long. Maybe it's only 7. I don't know. Might be a little shy of 7, but I put it together, and man, it's a little meat stick. I thought, well, that'd be kind of nice. So I bought a couple of these. They're about $90, not too much, and they'll be good for packing. Got a couple of little Shimano reels and some line. It's all, as far as I'm concerned, this is non-name brand, and people say it's name. I'm not even going to tell you what it is. But it's 20-pound braided line that we're going to be using. I'm going to have Blake run it over there and zoom this in a little bit. See our. You see what we got there, Blake?
Hold it right here.
Right here?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. So, top water plugs. I don't know what's going to get pike, and I just don't know. I looked at videos, what they call it, University YouTube or something like that. Got some of these poppers, top water plugs, and got some that do a little bit of diving and floaters. There's a popper, definitely a popper there. And, fish, rattles, and things like that. And we got several of these different things. I'll probably pull some stuff out of my supply here. I don't fish plugs. Never have. Probably never will, except for something like this. For just in case we got some number 2 hooks and some sinkers. So if these plugs aren't going any good, or if we want to just take a break and be lazy, we can cut off the tip of one of his toes and put it on a hook, throw it out there, and let them things come and get them. If they'll come and need a baby goose or baby duck floating on the water, they ought to take one of his toes for just fine. So anyway, that's what we have for our munitions and our attack plan on how we're going to get our food. Thanks.
Bye.
Oh yeah, one other thing, P.S. We need help. I don't do Facebook. His mom won't let him do Facebook.
No.
So my wife doesn't do Facebook. We need some views, and we don't do it. We don't have a following nowhere. I don't even have anything on my business or anything like that for that. So we need some views. So if you could register yourself to get notified when the videos come up, would be great. We're going to be doing them up until the moose hunting trip. Then we'll take a break and come back and let you see what happened on the moose hunting trip. If you could get some friends to look at them, anything you can to help us to get some views. Thank you.
Like,
Bye.
comment, and subscribe.
Okay, so now, how many minutes? 8?
About 9.
9.